Welcome back to Tiempo. We're joined this morning by Queens College President Félix Matos Rodríguez after his recent election as the new board chair of the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities. I wanted to ask you this because you mentioned it. As the chairman now, do you go into that position with new goals, new vision, enhanced initiatives, and if so, what are they?
That's the role of the board, to provide leadership for the permanent staff. Dr. Antonio Flores has been with us for 25 years. He's been the executive director, so he's normally the face of HACU.
Here's what we want, you go do it.
Yep, and so the board provides that guidance.
Okay.
Right now, we're really focused on three things. DACA, making sure that the DREAM Act gets approved, so 1.8 of our Latino students can pursue their educational dreams.
What can you do as a board?
Well, we are lobbying, you know, members of Congress. We have every year, there's one of our conferences which is just dedicated every April just to advocacy. We fly people and they go see people in the Hill. So we're very committed to that. The second thing is obviously the budget. We want to make sure that Hispanic serving institutions get the support that they need.
The budget on a
federal level.
On a federal level.
Absolutely. We just met with the Secretary of Education making our case. And the third one is also we're watching very closely the new tax reform bills. Because the implications of that for higher education you know, can be dramatic, particularly in New York and California, two key states for Hispanic serving institutions.
Do you like the way it's structured now, or some changes need to be made from your perspective?
I think higher ed will be dealt a major blow if either the House or the Senate bill, as they're shaped right now, go into effect. So I'm hoping that cooler heads will prevail. I know that changing the tax code is a complicated process, but at the end of the day, higher ed, and particularly public universities, are the way to the middle class.
Do you lobby at state houses the way you lobby at federal?
We're beginning to do some more of that. For example, having the regional office in Sacramento is a way to do that, because we also know that a lot of higher ed issues are sort of local, state by state. So we keep an eye on the price in DC
Washington
for things like DACA, but then we're beginning to do more advocacy state by state.
HACU, your organization, has been around since 1986. How are the needs of Latino students today different than what they were 31 years ago?
Well, luckily, the gaps in Latino attainment, when we compare them to the average student, have closed somewhat, right? But there's still, you know, room to improve, and that's why we advocate for additional resources to sort of close that gap. So there is, you know, it's a glass half full and half empty if you look at over 31 years of work.
But culturally, are there challenges that present themselves now that perhaps weren't around years ago, whether it's internet or social media or other things?
Well, I think that those are really possibilities to reach out to Latinos in terms of making sure that they make good decisions about where they go to college, that they know about funding and financial aid available, and that they graduate and that they succeed, which is at the end of the day what we all want.
Queens College is a good decision. How about that?
We've been doing it for 80 years, and again, we're celebrating and proud to be an excellent institution with great affordability.
Felicidades.
Gracias, Joe.
Way to go, and continued success to you in your new position now as the board chairman.
Thank you.
Before we go, we want to share with you a special honor for WABC-TV's president and general manager, El Jefe, Dave Davis. Earlier this month, the National Hispanic Media Coalition honored him with the Latino Impact Award for outstanding service and commitment to the Latino community. And organizers specifically cited Channel 7's commitment as the broadcast partner of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade. Dave and others were honored as trailblazers whose dedication, generosity of spirit, and courage under fire have greatly benefited the Latino community. Felicidades to him as well. Muchísimas gracias to you at home. Many thanks for spending part of your Sunday with us. We'll see you next time on Tiempo.